I added Minecraft to Minecraft. There's not really anything to do in the game after you get all the achievements, so I'm going to fix this by letting you build a computer, and then install Minecraft and build a computer in that game and keep going until something realizes it's in a simulation and tries to fight back. But to start off with, I have to add a computer to Minecraft. I have no idea how a computer works, but I've seen those videos where they make a working computer with redstone, repeaters, and wool. So you can craft a little computer bit like this, and then combine 9 computer bits to make a big computer bit, and then keep combining larger and larger bits until you have a redstone computer CPU. This little guy takes over 500,000 redstone and wool, so I let you right-click regular stone with red dye to make a lot of red stone really quickly, but you'll still need to make a normal sheep farm for the wool. Luckily for you, you'll need the sheep farm to get a RAM for your computer anyways, and you might be thinking, oh, Fingies is an idiot who's confused a computer RAM with a male sheep. But actually, when you're breeding a male sheep and a female sheep, I added a rare chance for you to get a robot cyborg computer sheep. Now you just need to lure that cyborg RAM into a hole, place down some chests because every computer needs storage, and your CPU from earlier, and you'll have a computer. You can right-click it with different colored dyes to make it an RGB computer, but you still need a computer screen as well as a mouse and keyboard. On a real computer screen, every pixel of color is made up of red, green, and blue, which is why my computer can only show red, green, and blue colors. In Minecraft though, colors are made of the 16 dye colors, and we don't want our computer screen to only be able to show 16 colors, so I let you combine 2 dyes together to make a new color. And now your inventory management is going to be a huge problem. Originally, I wanted every color's name to be like a bluish, reddish, yellowy, light gray, but it got hard to keep track of if pinkish light blue was the same as light bluish pink. So I ended up just giving every dye color this hexadecimal color thing. And you know how you could dye stone red to make redstone? Well, now you can dye stone 28B6FF to make 28B6FF stone, and break it to make stuff like 28B6FF stone torches and 28B6FF stone repeaters. But I'll cover the implications of this in a later video. Anyways, I also let you craft crafting tables together to make a giant crafting table. And if you make a border of glass and fill the insides with a bunch of different colors, you'll get a computer screen. That was a pretty complicated process, so I let you craft a keyboard with some iron pressure plates like this. And you can just catch a mouse by leaving a bucket of milk in a hole, letting it curdle into cheese, and then waiting for a mouse to start eating it. And now we finally have our computer set up ready. I forgot to mention that you're going to have to build your PC where your house is, because obviously if you try to move your PC with a pickaxe, it's going to fall apart into a million different pieces. Anyways, most computers in real life have a button to turn on, but if you put a Minecraft button on this computer, it's only going to turn on for a few seconds, which I guess is okay if you have someone chained up and pressing the button for you, but it's probably easier to just use a lever. You might think that whole process was harder than it needed to be, and I could have just let you craft a computer with some redstone and glass and iron, but the hardest part isn't even over yet. Your computer turns on, but the screen is blank because it still needs an operating system. So now when you turn it on, it'll ask you to choose between Windows, Mac, and Linux. And I couldn't figure out how to code it so you could hold and move the mouse properly, so you just have to click on the computer screen while holding the mouse. Depending on which OS you choose, it'll teleport you to that dimension. The Windows dimension, as you can imagine, is just full of windows, and you'll need to make your way through the dimension to find the stronghold and defeat the dragon to unlock the operating system. So for example, I have to mine the wood off of these windows to bridge through the dimension, and all I can eat are the glass shards from these windows, which heal half a hunger but also deal a little damage when your body tries to digest it. The Windows dimension is probably the easiest one since the stronghold is all made of window glass and the only challenge is not falling into the void. The Mac dimension is harder because everything is made of mac and cheese, so walking around is slow and sluggish, and there's always the sloppy wet sound of your feet mushing through soft macaroni. And all this cheese has attracted large mice that will attack you. You can only defend yourself by mining the mac and cheese and smothering it all over your body. But since it is a boiled noodle with cheese, it's not offering a lot of protection, so you'll just need to be vigilant while you move through the dimension. It is annoying to constantly fight these mice though, so if you do manage to kill one, it'll drop its head, and you can put it over your own head, and this will show the Mac dimension mice that you're not to be messed with. I don't really know what Linux is, except for that it's really technical and computer sciencey. So the Linux dimension is like the regular world, but everything looks like the inside of a computer. And I thought this was going to be easy, but you really can't tell what anything is. And if you die while you're technically in your computer, it's really only your brain that dies. Your physical form is still sitting at your computer, eyes glazed and mouth foaming. So the game doesn't know to let you respawn, and you'll just have to create a whole new world and do all that stuff to make a computer again. When you do successfully go through a dimension and kill the Ender Dragon there, you'll unlock the operating system you chose, and then actually using the computer is easy. You just click it and you'll be brought into a UI that's just like using your regular computer. Although since I had to include Windows, Mac, and Linux in this mod, it is 78 gigabytes big. Anyways, you can just click and use your keyboard like normal. So you can install Minecraft and start playing like this. You can easily pause by just pressing escape, and the computer will stay on whatever you had open. So make sure not to leave your screen on anything incriminating. But yeah, now when you're bored in your world after defeating the Ender Dragon, you can hop on Minecraft and do it again and build another computer and go deeper and deeper. The only problem is I added Herobrine to this mod, and at some point he's going to realize he's in a game, so he's going to summon this new virus, and that's going to infect that layer of your world with all sorts of issues. For example, if you're sitting at your computer in real life, and you're in your Minecraft world, and you've built a computer that has Minecraft on it, if Herobrine realizes he's in a simulation on that layer, his viruses are going to corrupt the world when you're playing Minecraft in Minecraft. Mobs will be missing textures and experiencing all sorts of graphical glitches. Things will be weirdly laggy. And regular mechanics like placing blocks will start to break. You might be thinking, oh, that's fine, I'll just destroy the old PC and make a new one. But if you don't notice in time, your main world might start getting affected. The first sign of this is if your horses become Trojan horses, which means you'll right-click them to ride them and they'll instead open up and let a ton of viruses out. This is actually kind of nice because you can access the horse's whole inventory, but the viruses are going to corrupt your main world, and when your world is super messed up, Herobrine is going to come through your computer, and now that he's in your main game, he's going to start trying to hack your actual computer. You might notice him showing up on your desktop and looking through your files, watching YouTube videos when you're asleep, and buying computer parts for your computer to make his own processing power stronger. And at this point, my mod is way more virus than gameplay. So if you liked having your world and computer ruined, or being smothered in mac and cheese, or my dedicated RAM, please like the video. I'm actually going to add 28v6 FF stone to Minecraft next time, which will be like wireless redstone, so subscribe to not miss it, and I'll see you soon.